But that's the reason. It's a cover up.
All right, guys, it's currently 4 o'clock in the morning and we're inside the Bayside Marketplace Mall where the alleged alien invasion took place here in Miami. It's been a crazy couple of days. We've done some interviews with store owners. We've done interviews with just people who claim to have been here on January 1st and seen the entire thing. We've had statements from people claiming there's no such thing as aliens and they were here and none of that happened. And we actually have people claiming that there was indeed aliens. They seen this, they seen that. So just get ready for a very eventful video. I'm here with my buddy Omar. James is also down there somewhere. We're trying to get as much information and as much evidence as humanly possible in regards to this alien situation. So make sure to go subscribe to their channels and watch their videos from here as well. We're all gonna be having different videos, different interviews. We're gonna be covering every single inch of this place in whatever way we possibly can. And yeah, as a matter of fact, this is the exact area where someone claims to have seen a portal. So they were up there on the 2nd floor and they looked down and there was these 2 guys playing with some sort of device. It looked like a portable DVD player. They plugged it into one of these plugs that are right there. And that's when they seen this portal open up and almost as if something crawled out of it. Now, listen, I don't know how to feel about that. I want to hear from you guys as well. What do you think about this entire Miami Mall alien situation? Do you believe in aliens? What do you think of everything that's come out thus far? I'd really love to know. Every day that goes by, there's some new information that gets dropped about this whole alien invasion situation, and we actually have some information that no one else has seen yet. So get ready. If you guys are excited, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure to check out my friends. Links down in the description below. And with that being said, let's roll to earlier in the night where we actually came while this mall was open and there were tons of people here. Take a look. Before this video begins, I want to talk about a couple of very important things. First and foremost, this video was supposed to drop about 3 weeks ago, but we were running into tons of issues in regards to the security footage, in regards to messages and emails that we were receiving, and just all sorts of things. We'll get into that later on in the video. And also I want to talk about a couple of things from part 1. So just to refresh your memories, in part 1, we found a hidden camera at the exact area where that first instance, the first evidence came out of this alleged alien that was caught on camera at the Bayside Marketplace.
Check this out, bro. There's legit cops right now. I mean, this happened, what? Look. There's still cops around here, like patrolling the area. Why? Like, that's like the maybe 2nd or 3rd time I've seen them, like in the last 5 minutes.
That's wild. There is a lot of police here. But this is the area where that creature was caught on camera from that drone surveillance footage.
I believe it was from one of these buildings.
That would actually make a lot of sense.
If I had to guess, it was from this building right here.
Okay, like someone recording from their room or something?
Right.
Because it was really blurry and grainy.
I thought it was from a helicopter. Well, if you think about it, okay, like a lot of us are filming from our phones. We do got 4K phones.
Yes.
But when we film at nighttime, the quality's not that great.
Grainy.
And from a very high distance, it's not going to be that great either.
Yeah, it won't. Not only that, but police were covering this street for 4 blocks. Over 100 police cruisers covering this entire mall. Now, there's too many red flags to be ignored here. Initially, police came out with a statement, said that there was fighting going on between teens. I think that's a little bit overkill for that much police to be in an area.
I don't mean to cut you off. I thought I saw a light up there. I think I don't know what that is up there.
Bro, that's a camera. Hold on.
There's a freaking camera. I knew that was a camera.
Wait.
It's right behind that torch.
Wait, Omar. If that's a camera, and the alien sighting happened right here.
Where's that footage?
And the police were so quick to say, no, that was just 3 police officers walking by one another.
Well, you know another thing?
That footage?
There was like 10 cop cars right here.
Right in this.
Where's their footage? You know how all cops have cameras on their dash?
Not only that, but body cam footage, everything. That hidden camera is going to be very important later on in the video. Speaking of cameras, however, we're in the process of receiving some of the body cam footage from that night, the original night when the alien invasion incident took place, right? Now, it's quite a process. But with the request, it could take a year, it could take however long, but we will get that footage. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I can't remember I feel like we're just walking in circles, but where was that hat store that we stopped at? Was it that We Stitch by Stitch? Yeah, I think it was.
Yep. And he has cameras in there.
Yeah, he does have cameras. So. Okay, well, the reason I ask is one, because I bought this hat there. Two, because, well, what was that? Hello?
There might be some people here setting up.
Yeah, maybe. It is getting early.
Sun's coming up.
Hello? That's weird. Yeah, I want to talk about this store really quick. So before I show you any of the daytime footage that we recorded when this mall was open, I do want to talk about what we experienced here with the store owner of We Stitch by Stitch. It's basically a hat store. And
Nice dude.
yeah, very, very nice guy. He did not want to be on camera, and that's completely fine. However, he did show us some exclusive footage, some security camera footage from about a year ago.
He did. And he said that this happens every single year.
On the same exact time.
Right. And it's usually like on the 1st or maybe even like the 4th of July. He was this close to giving me video camera footage from inside here. If you notice right up there, there's a video camera. There's also a video camera over there that's always constantly recording. And I asked him, I'm like, hey man, would you be willing to share some of that video footage with me? And he was like, oh man, if you would have came like a week ago, I would have been able to, because it's something that like after a week it records over like footage from before. This constantly recording. It's like these cameras are recording right now.
Yeah.
It's 24/7.
So 8 days later, everything that's recorded right now would be gone.
Right. It's not like our Ring cameras that records off of motion. It's always recorded. And he did have footage of like just crazy stuff happening in and out of here. And he showed us one from a year ago on his phone of kids fighting, like right here in front.
Yep.
Like a bunch.
This is pretty important because we got a comment in the last video. This is why we really appreciate your guys' comments, because we got the idea for this and we're actually going through with it. Someone commented that we should do an FOIA request for the body cam footage from the night where basically the alleged alien invasion took place. Now, we kind of were like, oh, I don't know about that. It kind of seems weird, but it's actually like a legal right. We have the legal right to get that footage. So we're going to submit the requests and hopefully get it to you guys. Now, here's the thing. Although we're legally allowed to have this footage, they are legally allowed to take as much time as they want to give it to us.
It could be a year before we get that footage, in other words.
Yeah. But if there's any more like tips, advice you guys want to give us in regards to the entire situation, let me know. Like, I literally flew here from New York just to film here. So, you know, we'll do anything that we possibly can to get whatever answers that we can get. So, but all right, let's continue. So I'm currently editing this video and someone actually just sent me something that I have not seen involving this entire Miami Mall alien situation. So the video in question is of a guy whose dad is actually a police officer, and he was there that night during the Miami Mall Bayside Marketplace alien situation. And he calls him and he asks him about what happened that night, if he can get some answers about it, right? This is his dad. And you can actually fact check this because his dad is in the police department of that area. He's actually running for the sheriff as well. It's crazy. Take a look at this.
How have I not heard about this? My dad's a police officer in Miami. And I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff. And I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that. Hey. Hey, did you, have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Are you serious?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
You're joking. You're joking.
I'm serious.
Did they tell you not to talk about it?
How many times do you want me to slice the pie? I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What?
I do know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Can you at least say, like, whatever? So, okay, so they're saying it's like a like a fight broke out, why did they send so many police cars? Are you serious? You can't say any?
I don't know what else you want me to say.
You're no help, dude.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to think about that, guys. Pretty crazy. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think. But right now what I want to show you is some footage from the first night that my friend Omar and I went to the Miami Mall. And some of the strange things we were hearing from within the mall, the strange noises that was really freaking us out. We were using a spirit box. Now, I know a lot of people were like, why are you using a spirit box to communicate with aliens? Well, it wasn't more so that. It was more so just to see if we could get any sort of response as to maybe what happened. Because, you know, when you think about it, aliens are paranormal, as are spirits. So we gave it a shot. But while we were using the spirit box, we encountered some very strange things. Take a look.
So we're gonna have 2 different ones running.
Yeah, we're gonna run 2 spirit boxes at once right now and see what responses we could get in regards to everything that's happened here. So, you ready? You wanna ask the first question?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask, what is the noises that we keep hearing all around us? Is it the security guard or is it something else? I don't know what that said.
Is there anybody here with us right now?
I am. It said I am.
I heard that.
Christmas. I thought there's somebody walking towards us right now.
Yeah.
Buried. Oh, it said buried.
It said buried. It didn't say it out loud, but it said buried. Did it just say alien?
Is that what that said?
Replay that back on the footage. I'm almost positive it said alien.
Okay, you got my mic on, right?
Yes.
All right. All right, I'm wearing a mic for Jasko's video. So we're gonna have different videos here and there, so definitely check out his video.
And vice versa.
I thought I saw somebody walking up here.
That just said buried as well.
There is a shapeshifter.
There's a shapeshifter!
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
First thing it said.
What? Hold on. I want to confirm it said that. There is a shapeshifter. Wow.
Dude, that makes a lot of sense.
And it was literally right after I said I thought I saw someone.
Yeah, you said you thought you saw someone. There is a shapeshifter. Oh my god.
What's your name, shapeshifter?
Leave.
I thought it said tell me, but I heard leave also. Only thing that sucks is there's like a loud noise coming from that machine right there.
Yeah.
It's probably like a cooling fan. Let's walk around over here.
Let's do it.
Whoa.
I swear I thought I heard something walking behind. It just said lies.
Oh, lies.
Is there any lies in regards to maybe the statements that came out
Yeah.
about you, or are you upset with what's being said about you?
For example, like the whole alien talk, was that even real? Maybe this place is just haunted.
It could
You know what
be,
I'm saying?
man. Anything could be haunted, I mean, in retrospect. So remember how... Wait. It said miracle.
Miracle. Huh.
Can you clarify what you mean by that?
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm having a hard time remembering what side was this portal on.
Wait.
Did that say this side?
Describe.
Describe, okay. Yeah, was it on this side or was it on this side? I know that it was up above that the gentleman saw the portal opening up. I did a spirit box on both sides. I can't remember which side I got the most interference. Is this the side where the portal opened up? No. What did it say? I doubt it. I don't know what that said. It is. It is me? Where are you? Real. Okay. So it really did happen.
That's good. Okay. Can you explain more about that night, January 1st? Are you still here with us?
The thing is, man, like, let's think about this. If an alien were to show up here,
Right.
like, what's the reason? Like, what's the reason for them wanting to be here in this
In Miami.
precise location where a bunch of people can see them, you know?
That's a good question. It's a very good question.
I'm not ruling out the fact that there was probably some kids starting problems here, shooting off fireworks.
It's very possible, man. Like,
and maybe somebody called in like a gun deal.
That's
and
what I heard,
The
too.
police took that really serious. I mean, I'm not ruling that out, but where did the whole alien stuff?
the thing about the police, you heard the statement they said, right?
Uh-huh.
They said there were no aliens at the Bayside Marketplace Mall at the moment.
At the moment.
That's what they said,
Yeah.
word for word, verbatim. That's what they said. So things like that, like I don't know if he was trying to be like funny, and when he said that, or you know, people take that stuff out of context though.
I took it pretty serious when
I
he
took
said
it
that.
very seriously because like it's a serious matter. There's 100 police cars.
Right. There was a guy that changed up his story. He said that he was here shopping at Foot Locker. Well, when I first got here, I was like, there's no Foot Locker here. There's
Okay.
a freaking Foot Locker right across the way.
Oh, you're right.
And that guy was like, oh, I ain't never even been to Miami. He changed his whole story up.
That's the one that I was reacting to as well.
Right.
So he said he was here at Foot Locker. He's seen people running outside the store. So he came out and he heard what sounded like gunshots, is what he said. But then he said he looked behind him and he saw these 3 black, tall, 10-foot tall, he explained it, figures that were
And they were appearing and
disappearing. So they were like glitching out essentially.
glitching out, right?
That
That's
was
the word he
one
used.
thing that people said in a lot of the witness statements that stayed constant.
Mm-hmm.
These figures appearing, disappearing, glitching out, whatever it may be. And they always said there was 3. Everyone said 3.
Hey, you know what's crazy? There's 3 like Foot Locker mannequins over there. Legit. Yeah, I didn't see a Foot Locker, so I was like, yeah, maybe that story was BS.
Yeah.
But
It checks
there's a
out.
Foot
I guess.
Locker.
It checks out.
And let me tell you, not every mall has a Foot Locker. Sometimes they might have a different shoe store.
Champs.
Yep. Rack room.
Did you hear that?
I heard that. I thought maybe you leaned up against that and made a noise or something.
No.
Dude, there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras in these hallways. How come we only saw camera footage from like outside of the mall? We didn't see anything going on in here at all. Like if kids were shooting off fireworks and being
Why
really
didn't we see that?
how come we didn't see it in here? Because this is where it was happening, supposedly.
Why is there no body cam footage, by the way?
Another thing, for as many cops that were here, you know they had some body cam footage. Like,
Unless
yeah,
it's
how
like an
come?
open investigation. But that's the thing. Why would there be an open investigation if there's no aliens? See, this is what's driving people in a craze online, is because there's too many red flags. There's too many inconsistencies with the statements that are coming out from the police. The witnesses, their statements seem pretty constant. Now, I'm not sitting here saying, tinfoil hat on, saying that all of this stuff is real.
He legit wore a tinfoil hat the
I
other day.
did. They didn't let me bring it through security at the airport, but nevertheless, I definitely think, I get the feeling that something is off here, for sure.
You know what I think would be great if we come back here to interview people with tinfoil hats on?
I'm down.
And we make them wear a tinfoil hat.
Let's do it. We have one for the interviewee.
But I don't know, then they might not take us serious. Because this is a serious matter. Like
No, it
we're
is.
here trying to get some answers. That's why we're here. We're not here to blow smoke up your butt and tell you that, there's an alien here and maybe have an alien appear out of one of these stores. I mean, I don't know, maybe you've seen that. I mean, sometimes things appear in some of these videos that we can't explain.
Right.
But we're ultimately here just to get some answers for y'all, you know? And hopefully we can. Want to keep walking around? What? I hear that. It's like knocking.
Bro,
Listen.
Where's that coming from? No one's in there. Right? It literally sounded like knocking.
It was like a dunk, dunk, dunk. I heard it too. Weird.
One thing that a lot of people were saying from the night of the incident when it occurred was that their phones were malfunctioning. So people that claim that they did see these beings, these aliens, whatever they were, they say that when they were trying to take a picture of them or a video, their phones were just completely malfunctioning. They were not working.
I'm sure you've heard there was a crazy situation in Miami, like interdimensional beings crazy. Well, Moab2597 on X has a pretty intense eyewitness account. Supposed eyewitness account. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but I highly recommend that you guys go over there and read it for yourself. I was at the Miami Mall yesterday and the government is lying. There were no kids fighting. Everyone started panicking because these gray creatures were walking around. They didn't make any noises or sounds, but stared and watched you move. I tried to take a video, but every time I would try to, it would just bug out. They set a perimeter and wouldn't let anybody out or in unless they went through their photos. We were visited by aliens and the government is covering it up. They were about 6 to 7 feet tall and walked very slowly. They could turn their head around completely and it seemed like they could change forms. Like they didn't have any bones and could bend their body in whatever way. No fingers or feet, just arms and legs. They could also seemingly teleport. They weren't walking around normally, but instead disappearing and then quickly reappearing somewhere else. Here's the main thing that stood out to me. Everyone is asking where the photo and video evidence is of the beings, but where is the photo and video evidence of the fight? I found it very interesting that this witness account said that the phones would glitch out when they tried to capture anything. There are actually several other accounts that say the same thing. This resonated with me because I've had a lot of paranormal encounters in my life, and almost every time I've tried to capture them, it would be blurry, the phone would glitch out, it would randomly die, a couple times the screen even cracked. So I personally believe that reasoning, but I also believe this is 2024. There is not a fight that happens that there isn't video evidence of.
I genuinely have no idea what to think. A lot of people are saying this. And then a lot of people are also saying that it's because the aliens or creatures that people saw were holograms and they weren't actual beings. They were just electronically presented there. And maybe that's what was messing with people's phones. Now, listen, I have no idea. I genuinely want to hear what you guys think about this. Do you guys believe in aliens in general, or is it just one of those things where you're like, yeah, no, it can't happen, right? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now I'm going to show you guys some footage of when we came back during store hours and interviewed some store owners. I want to put a quick disclaimer that these are their theories, these are their opinions, these are what they think happened that night, what they claim happened that night, and all of them are different. Literally, all of them are completely different. You take that for what it is. I just went down to get some answers, and this is what we got. All right, so we're here right now. We're actually here while it's open, and what we're gonna do, the plan here is to try and actually see if we can get some security footage from some of the owners of the stores here. So that's the plan. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to some stores, I'm gonna spend some money, kind of ease into a little bit, talk to them a little bit, and then see if maybe they'll share some security footage with me or just any answers at all, because that is what we're looking for. So I'll keep you guys in the loop of things. I'll have this rolling the entire time anyways, and we'll see what we get. So, man, this is it when it's open. It's pretty packed. We got the boys back here. We just picked up James as well. So,
What?
I just said we just picked you up, but all right, guys, you ready? Shop a little bit?
In January 1st, I'm work here this day. And the schedule of the mall was at 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And what is the problem? The kids, like in the 13, 15 years, 17, take this entrance, like in the parking, this entrance, main entrance, and hard road entrance. You know, it's a lot of groups, like 15 or 16 kids, and the trashes like that take a fire and put on the fire game inside the trash cans.
Dumpster. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I saw that video. There
Yeah.
was a video where they put it in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
So it sounded a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, sound really, really loud. I think that is a fire, you know?
Like a gun.
Like a gun,
Yeah.
you know? And call the police, call the police. Oh, it's have a lot of kids with guns and you know, in Bayside Marketplace. What is the answer of the police of that one? Oh, come here, what happened? It's a lot of people, stores, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really difficult because our kids, people see a lot of police
There was a lot.
in
Yeah.
the
That's James. He's my
in
friend.
in the old Biscayne Boulevard, and I think that it's an alien, you know, because it's a really easy answer for a really problem in the society, you know.
True.
It's better say that it's an alien or it's a dog with five foot. No, it's not that. It's a kid try to down to my car, and it's difficult because all police, all kids running, people scary, scream, you know, and it's really difficult for us.
Do you think your cameras caught anything? Like showing like the kids? Like
Yeah, but the problem was 7:46, 7:45, and I closed that one to 8. And the really problem with the people running, screaming, and something was at the 8:30. You know?
So after you guys closed?
So there's
Yeah.
no footage?
No,
Yeah.
no. All these kiosks and the stores close at 8. 8 o'clock is closed. That's the reason because
Maybe that's why there's no footage of like
yeah,
kids
that's
running.
the reason because all kiosks don't have the cameras or video. Some guy come running every day. Oh, how much did you pay? Or they pay you for you can say nothing. It's not an alien. Trust me. If in the Biscayne Boulevard are an alien or something, all people work here, take a video like that.
Yeah, there's no
it's an
footage.
alien.
Yeah, there's
No
nothing.
footage at all.
No, no. It's not an alien. You know? And the 2 days ago, 2 guys like dress like an alien, you know, for marketing or something.
Oh, like for fun?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. But it's not
That's
an
something I
alien.
would do.
What's not an alien?
So it's not aliens. 100% not aliens.
No. 101% that is not an alien. But that's the reason. It's a cover up for the real reason because the society can accept the reality, you know? Yeah, it's bad.
So the girl that we just interviewed, Cami, told us a lot of important information about some of the events that happened, some of the things that happened on January 1st. And it was pretty crazy. However, once we, put the cameras down, she started telling us some more dark things that have happened here. One in particular being how someone was murdered right here a couple of months ago, and no one knows about it because they did everything to cover that story up. They did everything they possibly could. Tons of police were here. They shut down the entire block. And then once it was over, nothing really came out of it. So she says these types of things happen. So it's very possible that, in a sense where the sheer amount of police that did show up, once again, very possible for something to be covered up. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That was one thing that kind of just really, really surprised me. See, Cami's story was very interesting, and it actually makes a lot of sense. She claims that it was not aliens, but kids playing with fireworks, putting them in metal garbage bins, and when it went off, it sounded like gunshots. And people that were shopping, people in the area, thought that there was a shooting going on. So there was a lot of phone calls being made to the police department, and that's why so much police came. She does, however, believe that there was some sort of cover-up going, and this was something that did remain constant with a lot of the stories that we were told in this general area, that this was something that happens every single year, that this was something that, police in the area do, or just officials in the area do, to kind of distract the community from something bigger. And I don't know what that bigger thing could be, but at one point there was a murder that many people don't even know about that happened in this area. And, you know, that's pretty crazy. But then again, you could also understand that maybe they're just trying to protect the businesses. It's a mall, you know, you want your kids or just anyone in general to feel safe going there. You don't want, you know, people to think, okay, well, I don't want to go shop in that area because I'll get shot or whatever it may be, right? This next interview is a lot shorter, but is very different than what Cammie told us. Take a look.
I won't say her name, but her name starts with an F. And she was really friendly with us. She said that the whole alien thing and like the kids acting rowdy was 2 different occasions on the same night.
No, the same night.
Oh, was it the same night?
Different days.
Oh, okay.
First was the kids, and then one the alien. Like 2 days after was the alien thing.
So it was for 2 days.
No. First was with the kids, like the gunshot and everything that. And 2 days later was the alien thing.
If this video gets 25,000 likes, Omar already agreed on it. We will come back and we'll both get alien tattoos at Empire Inc. So smash that like button. 25,000 likes.
25,000. You know what? No. Let's make it 30,000. 30,000. And I'll get James to get one too.
All right.
So 10,000 for each tattoo.
Make it happen.
Get matching alien tattoos.
We'll vlog it, record it, make it happen. Like I said, very different story. Now, we interviewed so many people. I was here with my friends Omar and James, and they interviewed tons of different people, store owners, security officers in the area as well. If you want to see more of those interviews, go over to their channels. I'll link them down in the description below. Definitely take a look because, oh my gosh, like I said, a lot of crazy stories, a lot of, you know, oh, that makes a lot of sense stories. Regardless, very interesting to say the least. Now, you guys remember that hidden camera that I talked about earlier on in the video? Yeah, well, watch this. So when we were here yesterday, we noticed that there is a camera right up by the torch right there. And it's just weird to me that all the police pulled up right here in this area where all the pavers were, basically closing off this entire road, but they were mainly there. And there is a camera right there. That footage from that camera hasn't been released, but that is the one piece of footage that would debunk everything here about aliens, right? The police came out very quickly and said, it's just 3 police officers walking side by side. That's why it looks so big. Post the evidence. Post the footage and prove us wrong. But the fact that they're not sharing it is quite the red flag. So, yeah, it's right there.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is really weird.
Wait, what?
Look at that.
Yeah, you can see it. Everything else is just gray.
Yeah.
That is ominous looking.
Yeah, that is so weird.
I need a thumbnail of that.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't know what it is, but
It's freaky. We decided to take a little break and come back after hours when the mall closed and continue on investigating. And I'm very glad that we did. Here's why. So we came to the mall when it was open. Now we came back, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, there's not much going on. We're in Miami. Not a soul here, apart from my 2 friends right there. And we're gonna continue investigating and see if maybe we could get some more answers with, you know, some spirit boxes or maybe even some of the security guards if they wanna say anything. So it's a long shot, but I actually see one right here. So we're gonna go over, try to talk to them. And yeah, we've interviewed a bunch of people earlier today, and we've got some insane stories. A lot of them are very connected in some sort of way. They have similarities, but some are very out there, to say the least. So yeah, but I definitely get the sense that there is something really, really strange going on here. So Omar,
Yo.
I got a question, bro.
Yeah.
So after everything that we have done today and yesterday, what do you think so far? Has anything been cleared up for you?
you know, I'm on the fence with everything because like it's like we talked to a few of the workers here and they were like, I don't know, they were just a little bit weird with their questioning. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
Weird with their responses. Like some people were saying that this happens all the time with kids.
Yeah, that was one thing that was strange. They said this happens every year.
Right. It was just like very mixed feelings.
And we've had multiple people tell us that too, which is crazy.
like we had somebody across the street, which I think he's still there, JR, telling us that he saw lights up above.
Yeah, that
and
night.
then one of the workers also, I don't know if you got it on camera, she was telling us that the alien thing happened a couple days after.
Damn.
Like that's the first. And then James, what exactly did the dude? Can you just give us
Like a
summary?
hint, maybe?
No, I'm keeping it for my video.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh,
No, I'll tell you.
he's clickbaiting.
I'll tell you.
Just a little summary.
So I ended up talking to this guy. It was totally random. It wasn't even here, believe it or not. But anyways, they basically asked him if he, did he hear about what had happened? And he's like, yeah, man, I know exactly what happened. And he basically said that there's a big, in Miami, it's known as a very large import of drugs. It always has, even back since the 80s, of cocaine and stuff like that. Apparently, there has been the head guy that produces stuff here or sells stuff or imports it, decided to cut off this region. And a lot of people are upset. So they all came to congregate here to meet. And he said, that's basically what he said. Now, what I had asked him, which question I keep having on my mind, if this alien thing happened, we already know there's no footage, but all these people were all saying they saw the fight, they saw fireworks. None of them saw the beings.
Alien.
No one saw the aliens.
Well,
no
because
one
they all
said that.
closed early.
A lot of them closed, but there were certain people that I interviewed that were there at that time. And what he said is half the stores had already closed. The other half the stores didn't close until the commotion started happening. People started running. They all locked their doors and closed at that point.
So even if there was aliens, the store owners would not have seen it, is what you're saying.
I mean, that could be possible. But what I keep on thinking is we don't have anything. If they knew that these fights have been happening every year for several years, which it has. The one guy showed us video footage of fight last year on the same day. Why wasn't there cop present here before all this stuff happened? There wasn't. They had their normal security. They had no cops here, right? Doesn't make sense. Well, according to what this guy tells me, it answers that question. And he basically said that there was people here that he knows of that were undercover. And he said it wasn't necessarily cops that were undercover, but more of like ops. And it makes sense because...
Like government officials?
Government officials, right. Because one of the things I put on Twitter was there's 4 things that could be true. 1, it was really aliens coming to Miami. Number 2, it was demons coming out of a portal. Number 3, what the cops said is true and it was kids fighting, which is true, yes. Or number 4, it was a manufactured distraction. According to what this guy told me, they came in and did the alien thing as a distraction. And the only thing...
To cover this story up about the drugs?
Well, I don't think so. What I think is, what my theory is they knew that these fights were going to go down.
Okay.
So they used that to use it as a distraction. Now, what happened the same day that this all happened? I don't want to say it, but you remember that guy that has an island?
Epstein's List. Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Epstein's List came out that day.
Was it that day?
Listen, yeah, that same day. Or at least it was supposed to come out that day. I don't know if it did or not, but anyways, that was the day it was supposed to come out. And listen, this kind of stuff has happened throughout history where distractions have come out on things like that. There's a lot of people that were implicated in it. So what he's telling me is there was these undercover people there. Listen, the cops had to have known this happened. Why was there no cops there? Because there was people here. They were undercover. And if the whole thing is true, where a lot of these people think there was aliens, either one of 2 things happened. Either these people really did see some type of beings out here, and maybe it was manufactured, maybe it wasn't. I mean, I've seen a lot of stories of people witness somebody plugging something in and whatever.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Or the second option is they were undercover. They knew the kids were going to be here. They knew the kids were going to be fighting. So what they decided to do was use that
Makes sense.
as part of the distraction. And what can we do? Oh, this is a perfect distraction. And there's no proof, so no one can really call it out. That's why it's not on the media. That's why there's no whatever. So that's what I think happened. Now the question is, was there holograms of aliens here? Maybe, but I still haven't found anybody to say that. That's why I still want to go back and get a little more answers from people.
You know what?
Did they see anything?
So
Maybe, you know what? You know how mass hysteria works?
Yes.
So what if they planted that? Like maybe they weren't even here. Maybe they used the whole situation because they knew there was going to be a fight to use that story and plant it and have, there's like bots online.
Yeah.
You could have thousands of bots start saying, hey, you know, we saw 10-foot beings out here, to use as a distraction, because you know what? It worked. It went super viral. It covered up a lot of, you know, what other people would have found out. That the list came out, so that it makes a lot of sense. So I'm really wondering.
Hey, so when we were interviewing that one girl, Cammie,
Yes.
there was something that she kind of brought to my attention that it just kind of registered right now. It was hours ago, but she said something about one of the stores being vandalized here. How come that's not on camera?
Right.
Like there was a store that they were breaking the windows, they were looting.
Right after it happened, yeah. Right after the commotion started.
None of that.
Fireworks.
None of that is on camera. Oh, no.
I know where it happened at.
You do?
Yeah.
Let's go over there.
Okay.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big difference when it's actually closed compared to open. I mean, there were people covering this entire area, but you know, as you can see, these kiosks are shut down with metal gates, and that's just normal protocol. However, the cameras that are covering these are usually on the inside of the gates. So when they started hearing those fireworks go off that were in these garbage cans, they were freaking out. They thought it was gunshots, so they shut down the metal gates, obstructing the view of the cameras. That's why there's not much, or that's why they claim there's not much CCTV footage from that night. Now, once again, we've been told from store owners that some people just have been given hush money, have been stuff like that. So there's so many different claims here, but hey, guess we just got to keep on pushing, right? All right, guys, it's time that I mention something very important. Now, I actually talked about this about 3 weeks ago over on my second channel, and I said something was going to happen, and it did, much sooner than I thought it would. My initial thoughts when this entire alien invasion situation happened was, it's not aliens, but it's something different. It's some sort of cover-up, right? And I actually said this in basically every single one of my videos. Could it be aliens? I don't know, but I don't think that's what it is. This theory became more evident to me when I actually went down to Miami and investigated the Bayside Marketplace and interviewed and talked to so many people in the area. Police officers, security guards, just locals in the area, people who were shopping, and everyone had a different story. Some people that said, yes, it was aliens. Some people that said, no, it was a cover-up for something else. Some people had some theories that were way out in left field that just made absolutely no sense. But it was just one thing where it did not make sense. I would ask two different police officers 5 minutes apart from each other, and they would have two completely different stories. Same thing with the security guards. It was something that just did not make sense to me. The most common theory that people were having was that it was a cover-up, and a lot of people really did believe that. A lot of people said that this is an instance that happens every single year, and it's used to distract everyone from something else, something bigger. So I'm not exactly sure. But once again, I want to hear your theories. Let me know down in the comment section below. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it seems as if this is going to be swept under the rug, and you probably won't hear about it until the next alleged alien invasion or sighting, whatever it may be, right? But yeah, just take a look at some more things that we experienced that night.
I'm not supposed to be telling you any of this, but I was working that night. The night when everything happened. There was a lot of things that happened that people weren't supposed to see. And because of that, police had to do a lot of damage control. And we were told, the people who were here in the area that also saw, that information's not allowed to get out. And we were told that things have to be kept on the down low. I can't confirm anything, I can't deny anything. I will tell you that there's just a lot of damage control going on, and they will do everything they possibly can to make sure that this dies down very quickly. I promise you. But that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Don't even know what to say. Except okay. I'm gonna meet back up with the boys right now, and I don't even know what the fuck to say right now. So when we were at this store earlier, they didn't want to be on camera. That's completely fine. They stated that the alien situation happened a couple of days after the initial situation where, you know, the alleged shooting was called in. That was the first time we heard something like that. So it's clear that everyone has a different sort of story here. Like, you know, it's very all over the place. No one has like the same exact story. But, you know, it's good to get everyone's opinion and stories that like work in this area, because it's like, you know, they were here firsthand. But I think it's just really weird how everyone has a different story. We literally filmed until the sun up. Omar, do you have the time?
It is 6:57 a.m. Yep.
Nice. My flight leaves in about 3 hours. I haven't slept, but that's the thing, guys. Like, we really wanted to get these videos out for you. I did whatever I could. I flew down here. I really wanted to investigate the subject. One, because there's definitely a lot of cover-up stuff going on, and we really wanted to unveil the truth, unveil whatever is like potentially being hidden. We really do believe in this alien stuff, and you know, if you are enjoying these types of videos and you want to see more, it's something I'm really interested in. It's kind of outside of my comfort zone, but it's something that I want to delve a little bit deeper into. So if you want more videos like this, smash that like button. Also check out my friends' channels, because they have some amazing videos on the subject as well that they covered amazingly, probably even better than I did. So now I'm gonna ask you guys what you think. What do you think is going on? What do you think happened that original night where the alleged alien invasion took place? Do you think there's something much bigger going on? Do you think that, hey, there's a logical answer for this and this is that? You know, I would love to hear what you guys think, because genuinely, this was one of those instances, one of those situations where I still can't wrap my head around. And you know, being down there and kind of just gathering as much information as I could, I feel as if I left with more questions than answers. But it was one of those things where I was like, hey, I don't think it's aliens, I think it's a cover-up. But regardless, I'm gonna go down to Miami, 85 degrees, can't complain. And at the same time, I was just surrounded with so much, just, I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. I'm so torn. But as I mentioned, this is going to be swept under the rug. You will not hear about this, I promise you, in a couple weeks' time. You probably won't hear about it until the next alleged alien sighting or invasion or whatever it probably is, because that's just how things happen here. I will tell you guys something. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this is a very important year. That's all I'm going to say. And with that being said, I feel as if there's going to be a lot more distractions, a lot more cover-ups, a lot more things going on. And you know, my channel is very interesting. I cover a lot of topics and just do basically what I feel like doing. But I think I'll be covering more topics like this. And if there's any more topics that you do want me to cover that, you know, maybe I don't know about, or maybe the world needs to know more about, let me know down in the comment section below what that is, and I'd love to cover it. I really would. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and get your tinfoil hats, guys. It's going to be a wild year.